Hello, and welcome back. Tonight we're talking about something almost everyone has felt at least once, and hardly anyone talks about out loud: what it's like to love someone who doesn't love you back. You keep showing up. You keep hoping. You keep waiting by a door that never quite opens. And somewhere along the way, you start asking yourself a harder question: not why they don't love you, but how long you can keep loving them anyway. It starts, usually, without any warning at all. You notice yourself turning toward them the way a sunflower turns toward the sun, not deciding to, just doing it. Their name in a message lifts your whole morning. Their silence dims it just as fast. You don't remember agreeing to this arrangement. You just find yourself already inside it, already turned, already waiting for warmth that comes and goes on its own schedule, not yours. So you give. Quietly, at first a compliment, a favor, the good seat, the last slice. Then more, your evenings, your patience, the version of yourself you think they'll like best. None of it is asked for. That's the strange part. You hand it over anyway, the way you'd hold out flowers to someone who hasn't said whether they want them, hoping the gesture will answer a question you're too afraid to ask out loud. Love like this behaves a little like a field you keep tending. You clear the ground, you plant, you wait through the seasons that make no promises. Some days it looks like something is growing. Other days it's just dust and stubborn stalks bending in a wind you didn't choose. You keep coming back with the watering can anyway, because stopping feels like admitting the ground was never going to give you anything back. And you wait. You wait the way the shore waits for a particular wave, even though every wave that reaches it looks almost the same and none of them are the one you're actually watching for. A text arrives, not the right one. A call comes, not from them. Still, you stay close to the water's edge, because leaving would mean admitting the tide might never bring in what you're hoping for. Small things get very heavy in this kind of waiting. A longer reply. Eye contact held half a second past normal. A joke that felt like it was only for you. You turn each one over like light caught on a blade of grass, brief, glinting, gone before you can be sure it was really there. You build entire afternoons of hope out of moments that, to them, probably didn't register as anything at all. It's easy, in the middle of this, to start comparing yourself to everyone else who might have caught their eye. You stand in a field full of flowers just like you, reasonably kind, reasonably interesting, reasonably enough, and wonder what exactly disqualifies you. Nothing does, usually. Attraction and readiness are not report cards. But try telling that to the part of you awake at midnight, quietly auditioning reasons you weren't chosen. There's a particular cold to being close to someone who is warm to everyone except, somehow, exactly this. Not cruelty, just distance, delicate and specific, like two snowflakes that formed side by side and never once touched. You can see the shape of what closeness would look like. You can almost feel the temperature of it. But between wanting it and having it sits a gap that effort alone doesn't seem to close. Loving like this is tiring in a way that's hard to explain to someone who hasn't done it. It's not one big heartbreak, it's 1,000 small withdrawals, each one survivable, each one taking something with it. You start to notice you're quieter than you used to be. Softer at the edges. A little frosted over, like something that bloomed at the wrong time of year and is doing its best to hold its shape anyway. At some point, the question changes shape. It stops being about what you can do to make them love you, and becomes about what it's costing you to keep finding out. That's a harder climb, honestly, steeper than the wanting ever was. You look back down at how far you've carried this, how much ground you've covered for someone who never once asked you to bring any of it up here at all. Some evenings you walk the same thoughts the way you'd walk a familiar path along the water, past the same doubts, the same replay conversations, the same spot where you always slow down. You know this walk by heart. You could do it with your eyes closed. And maybe that's the real sign, when a hurt becomes this familiar, this well-worn. It's not fate keeping you here. It's just a habit you haven't questioned yet. Letting go rarely arrives as one clean moment. It's more like wind picking up gradually across a field, bending everything a little further each time until, without quite noticing when it happened, you're facing a different direction. You stop rehearsing what you'd say if they finally noticed. You start noticing other things instead, your own footing, your own weather, the fact that you can stand upright without needing them to hold you there. And somewhere past all of it, there's a version of you looking at this whole stretch of longing the way you'd look at a sunrise from higher ground, close enough to feel it, far enough to see the whole shape of it. You loved fully. That was never the mistake. The only shift is realizing love was always allowed to include you, too, not as an afterthought, but as someone worth choosing back. So if you're in the middle of this tonight, still hoping, still waiting by some door, here's the truest thing I can tell you. Wanting someone to love you back is not a flaw in your character. It's evidence you're capable of real feeling. Give that same feeling somewhere it can land, in its own time. Thank you for spending this stretch of evening with me. Until next time, take care of yourself first.